All right, welcome back, everybody. It's still your boy PrizFX. I've been busy with schoolwork, project work, and all. All right, so I'm just gonna walk you through my trades on this week, how it went. I was not able to upload a trade last week Friday, but I guess I'm just gonna do that this week. I already uploaded a video on Tuesday. All right, if you've not seen that video, just head to my YouTube channel and alright, just subscribe to my YouTube channel, give it a like and all. So I just want to share my trade idea on the trades I took for this week, because we're already on July 1st, right? So the market opened by Sunday morning. Alright, you can see the first trade I took by, I think this was on Monday. Yep, this was on Monday, and that trade was directly a take profit trade from lower time frame. Right, let me just show you. Naturally, I don't do this, but for this trade recap purpose, I gotta do it. Man. I gotta do it. I don't know why my phone is just so slow. Alright, so my phone is just so slow. Why? So I waited for this zone. After the London, you could see price tapped my zone, came down. I did not take that sell because I was not active on charts. So after the Asian, I saw this move. I think this was about 2 o'clock or 3. So immediately price raided this my zone. I was so like, I don't usually set limit again because of how price move these days. So he raided this my zone, and boom, as I saw this candle, this first rejection, second rejection, third rejection, boom, I entered for this trade at this week, and this was 1 to, I guess 1 to 2.5, right? Yeah, 1 to 2.5 or 1 to 3 trade there. It was 10 pip to get 26 pips, 1 to 2.6, and boom, that was a TP. So I think I will have to stop trading. Like, there's this trade setup I want to start. I was taking on Asian. It keeps taking me out, go to my direction. Assuming I had waited for London on this trade, I wouldn't have taken these sales that gave me a loss. Alright, so I waited. This was my ORB strategy. That was, I'm not sure I took that. Oh, I took that trade. I opened a 0.30 cents there. That was 1:45, 2 o'clock in the night, and I hit stop loss on that trade. So fast forward, I could not get any other setup from GU. I was trading other pair because GU gives me a lot of headache this period. So the one I now took from Asian also, that's why I said I think I will stop taking this kind of trade. It took me out, and London gave clear entry, and price started moving. Fast forward, I'm not going, this video is going to be long if I keep doing it like this. All right, so that was for GBP USD. So let's keep going. For gold, for this week, for gold, I think I took a couple of trades on gold. I possibly hit stop loss on most of them, and I hit TP. So this is from this week. That's for last week. I think this trade was a break even, or I don't know. Yes, I think this one was a break even. That was from last week. All right. So moving on. I caught some couple of trades. You can see this these buys at this point. This was a buy, like, okay, here I think this zone, all right, this and this other one was a TP from the 5 minutes. Those two trades was TP from the 5 minutes. I can't go to 5 minutes now. I took this sales. I was stopped out. Took these buys. That buys was a loss. All right. I took these buys. This was a break even, and I analyzed these buys, but I didn't take it. So I'm waiting for these buys. It didn't get to my zone, but let's see how this new week will open. So this was a trade for SAUSD. I think 2 TP, 2 SL, 1 break even. Alright. So the 2 TP is covered for those 2 losses. Like one of the TP covered for 2 losses. I was up on SAUSD, then I had 1 break even. That was for this week. Pretty shitty week. I think everything is good. Alright, if you want to know how I trade, just look on the description box of this video. You will see how I trade. Alright, this was from this week, and my first trade here was a take profit from the 5 minutes using my RB strategy. If you want to learn my RB strategy, you're going to tell me. So I took these buys to sales. My sales got activated, went for profit, and as soon as I saw it coming to this zone, I closed. It stopped me out. I think I had not closed the trade, it would have stopped me out. Then look at what the trade did. It keeps buying. Alright, this was the zone I was looking at for, but price didn't tag me. NFP did its thing and shoot up. So I'm still looking at this. I didn't take this trade, I just did the analysis and it played out fine. Alright, using my RB strategy because I was sleeping. If not, I would have taken the trade. So I'm still looking for this trade to get to possibly this zone. Alright, this zone. Then I'll be looking at the buys from this zone. Yes, from that zone. So watch out for that zone. I think it will be a really good zone. No, I made a mistake on BTC. I shouldn't have traded BTC. It's not my pay. It doesn't respect my analysis. It keep hitting me at. I think SAUSD, and this was the only trade I've not do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think the market opened from this point, and I guess this was Friday, July what? So no. That was for last week. So this was for this week. I didn't take a trade till Monday. Alright, I took my first TP. Here. If you check this trade, I thought this thing hit stop loss. On my trading view, this thing hit stop loss, but on my MT5 it didn't. So this was my first TP. A 1 is to I think 3. Alright. No, 1 is to 2 point some trade, bro. Can't even find the place where they write it again. Alright, let me check. I don't know. Right, so that was my first TP for the week. So pride keep. This was an SL. This was why I was saying I won't be taking trade at night. Like, if it is not my ORB strategy, I didn't wait for this trade because I was feeling sleepy. I was going to wait for this trade to break through this low at first before I entered for the sale, but I was feeling sleepy. I just got to enter for the trade and it did me shit. It just swept me out and dash NFP took it to my TP. Alright, so I entered this trade at this zone. Alright, you can see the trade that was yesterday, Friday. I closed this trade because the consolidation was very much. Market was not moving on. I just felt like I don't want to take any loss again because I already hit 1 TP on JPY. I'll show you the trade. So I had to close that Euro USD yesterday on I think $2. And on GBP AUD, I think we started the week from this point. Alright. And my first trade on GBP AUD was a take profit trade. That was on Monday. That was a quick 1:2.4 trade. Alright, I took another buy from this zone, and that was a TP. I took another sales. That was a TP. AUD was, bro, like, ORB gave me this. Then I entered this on from London section, and this was from I think New York. This was my ORB strategy also. It gave me, I was going for 1:3, but I think it gave me 1:2, right? It gave me 1:2. 1:2, then reversed. I was asleep. I just placed break even. It hit my break even before I woke. Alright, so Fast forward, this was another entry I got here because this is my higher time frame zone. So I got this sales, but it was just consolidating. Immediately price did 1:, I think this was, I was going for 1:4. So price already gave me 1:2, not up to, I think, yeah, 1:2. But immediately price gave me 1:1. I had to reduce my stop loss by half, as I told you guys. So it came back and stopped me out. This was the candle that stopped my stop loss out because I already reduced by half. Then the next day, which was I think on Friday night, price went to my TP. So I'm still looking on selling AUD because it's very, very sellable, right? And this was the trade I took on AUD JPY. I just waited for this zone. It was my minor zone. So this was a 15-minute zone. I took this trade. It was on profit, small time loss. It was just consolidating. I just had to close the trade because immediately, if market opens by Monday, the spread will be too wide. So the spread might take my stop loss. So I just had to close the trade for when the trade got to, I think, 0.2 cents. I just closed the trade and let me just close Friday because the bank holiday was affecting the market. So that was just that for AUD, and this was for GBP JPY for this week. All right, I did this analysis and did not take it so painful from the 4 hours time frame. Right, so I saw this market was, I took this trade. I think I took this trade, and I think this trade stopped me out on break even because it didn't TP, I guess. Then waited, wasn't seeing any setup. I was supposed to buy from this zone, but market didn't respect the zone. You can see how it broke the zone, right? So immediately NFP did the thing. This buy is paying because I was supposed to be part of this buys. I just left it, and but immediately I saw NFP did the thing. I went. NFP did the thing on Thursday. On Friday, I checked for my ORB at night and entered for this trade, and it was the 1.3 minus to 3.8. My TP was to be at 1:4, but the market was doing shitty thing immediately on London open. I had to just close at 1:3.8 because I hardly go for 1:4. So instead of market to stop me at, I'll not be regretful. So I just had to close that trade there. And you can see the market tanked to my TP, and that's it. So I'm still expecting this trade to get to this point because it is now something like a resistance. So I might just buy from this zone by Monday or stuff, you get. So I think that's all for the week. Yup, that's all for the week. So I'm just gonna show you how my account, how I went to my account. You know, I was in a loss of about 3 or 4% loss, but now I'm up. I don't think this is my, alright, this is my account. I thought this is my other 1K account. I'm not documenting. I would have shouted. So let's see for last week. Alright, this was for last week. Oh, this was the GBP AU trade I was telling you guys. The GBP USD that stopped me out. GBP USD, GBP USD. So this was all the trades. This was how I got out of drawdown. I got out of drawdown with this trade. You could see, right? So this was the good. No, this one was good trade. All right, the good trade and all. So this was the GBP JPY I took on Friday. You can see $89. The GBP USD NFP helped me smash that TP. Alright, the GBP USD that took me out Friday night. The Euro USD I closed because of consolidation. The AUD I closed because of consolidation. So basically I made about $233 this week, and spread and commission took $18, and I'm up on $215. I was in a loss of but I think 200 and something dollars, yeah, but I already came out of that loss and I'm up on $13 on my account. If you can see, same goat funded. All right, I placed this limit on Euro USD. Same as if you could see the spread. Just imagine I had not closed, I would have been stopped at on this trade. So I'm still waiting on this trade, or possibly when I get confirmation I will delete this trade. All right, still waiting on this trade. I just placed my limit. So basically that was how the week goes. I'll catch you guys. Peace. I love you all.